Hello everybody, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I'm kind of pissed off right now. Here's our seed, 6VVY-H8M1. We have Judas's Shadow to start, and Taurus, and let me explain why. I just did a full Isaac run. It was incredible. We had fantastic damage, we got Guppy, insane luck. We had IV bag, and we were just like going to town with money. It wasn't a game-breaking run, but it was pretty damn close to being a game-breaking run. And it just like everything went right in it. The only problem was that my audio didn't record the entire time. So it was a Mega Satan run. It was just like insanely overpowered. We got our first win. We picked up Eden's Blessing, which is why we have the second item here. And it was just insane. Okay, here's what we do. Say goodbye to yourself here. Come back as Dank Judas. We got Cancer now. We are like insanely slow because of Taurus, and I'm also trying to figure out what the frick is coming out of our arms right now. That is like all kinds of weird. But anyway, we're on a 1 streak now. I also forgot that I said that we would go and do random streaks after we lost an Eden streak, and I like completely forgot about it. Hit Eden instead of random, and so now we're back doing another Eden streak. Let's be honest, a 3 streak is pretty bad anyway, so being able to try again and not have the game screw us over is going to be a lot more fun for everybody involved here. I also had what was like the greatest moment of all of my Isaac career in the last episode that you guys couldn't see because it was not recorded properly. But basically what happened was I said this run is really good, I'm really happy with it, but I think we would really benefit from Magic Mush. Walked into the item room literally 2 seconds after I said it, and Magic Mush was sitting in there. And I have never felt more like Jesus or something than in that moment right there. It was actually really awesome. But you'll never know that. You'll probably think I'm lying because that episode didn't record, so there you go. Rune Bag is awesome. Why is Rune Bag awesome? Rune Bag, I've got like game breaking on my mind today. I'm not really sure why, but having Rune Bag basically guarantees that we will get a Yara rune on this run, and thus by getting a Yara rune on this run, we're going to be able to get a lot of chests on the chest, and also be able to double a lot of consumables if we get a lot of consumables, which we can then, if we get a D20 or dice shard, re-roll into other stuff. So here's Blank Rune to start. We'll pop it. It's nice algas. I'm fine with that. Blank Rune gives you a 25% chance to respawn another Blank Rune after, so that's what happened right there. We also picked up the Karma Trinket. It's nothing too special, besides that we can maybe spawn a couple of beggars by donating, and I do want to donate as much as we can, get our donation machine back up, but I'm going to take Flatworm instead just because it's a little bit more fun to see big tears, so there you go. This run is honestly, like, it's really good right now, and I'm not going to be complaining about it in the slightest. We should have been popping Book of Shadows, and sure, we just did, but we did know that this was going to be our boss fight, so that's nothing too special here. So I got a lot of things to talk about. I'm basically going to repeat my commentary from the last episode, because it was some good stuff. But let's fight Pin first, let's get our deal with the devil, and see what we're doing in there. This would be an awesome run to get Mega on, honestly. Just, get that out of the way. Man, Mom's Coin Purse is not exactly incredible. We don't want to take any of those yet. Maw of the Void is an excellent item. Damage up, and all kinds of other nice stuff as well, including ways to get some HP. So that's real good. I found pills bad. Let's take Blank Rune, head down, and call it a day here. So, I went and saw Finding Dory the other day. I know I mentioned that in a video, but then I never actually talked about like my opinion of the movie, and I like to always present you guys with that kind of AWAS. Interesting. I always like to present you guys with my, movie reviews, movie opinions, stuff like that, even though, frankly, you probably just don't give a damn what I think, and that's also totally fine. But Finding Dory, so what was special about it? Ellen DeGeneres' acting was incredible. I mean, she plays your lovable Dory that we all knew from the first movie. A lot of people were like, yo, Finding Dory is the new greatest movie of all time. It's better than the original Finding Nemo. Look, it's not, okay? Don't be stupid. Finding Dory was okay. It could end up being like a top 10 Pixar movie, but it's not top 5. It's not even like top 8 probably. Obviously WALL-E has it there. Yo, WALL-E is listed as like the greatest Pixar movie on IMDb, and that movie is hot trash. And I don't know why it's listed. Okay, we shouldn't be dumb. Let's not take Flatworm here. Rusted Keys slightly better. WALL-E's not a good movie. I don't get why everybody and their mother loves WALL-E so much. But that's a completely different topic of discussion here. But Finding Dory, it's okay. It has lovable characters. Friendly Ball. Man, I don't really see how Friendly Ball could benefit us at all here. It has some lovable characters. The acting is good. It's got some decent jokes in it. But the plot falls short of any greatness out there. And I think that it really kind of ruins the movie for me. But it's still, it's okay. And yeah, that's all I got with it. But what it did bring up in my mind was the discussion of what like great sequels there are in movies that are better than the original. Because everybody's like, oh, Finding Dory is better than Finding Nemo. And that's like a bold statement if you're going to say that a sequel is better than the original. I'm going to flat out tell you, the first movie that comes to mind for me when I'm thinking of sequels being better than originals is Toy Story. Toy Story 1 is a, like, Grammy or Oscar, whatever thing they win when you have a movie, winning movie. Like, it's a really good movie. But the second one is even better than the first one, and the third one is even better than the second one. Like, Toy Story 3 made me cry, almost. It was a really good movie. And there's going to be a Toy Story 4 in 2018, and I don't even want to know, like, what they're going to do with that one to make that one, really good. But I have full confidence that Pixar is going to come out and Toy Story 4 is going to be better than Toy Story 3. It's just ridiculous how they can get that to be that ridiculously good. Let's just pop Algaz. We're going to be getting 1,000,000 runes on this run. If we need another Algaz rune, we'll get another Algaz rune. But other movies with sequels, I mean, don't even give me this crap that Little Mermaid 2 is better than Little Mermaid 1, or Aladdin 2, King of Thieves or whatever the hell it's called, is better than Aladdin 1. That's just stupid to even say that. But there are some movies where the sequels are slightly better. Back to the Future has 2 halfway decent sequels. I'm not a huge fan of the third one, but it's still, like, it's a acceptable movie if you're going to be talking movies. What other sequels are out there that are better? I don't know. If you can think of a sequel, leave it below so I can see it, and then probably argue that it's not better. But that's fine. I still think Toy Story is your, like, best option here. And definitely not Finding Dory. Don't give me the Finding Dory crap here. It is not a good... It's an okay sequel. It's not a good sequel. It's a slightly halfway decent. You got a chance that I'll watch it again someday. Just to see the greatness of Ellen DeGeneres in all of her glory. And Hank the octopus was a lovable character who made me want to, watch the movie some more. That's all that did for me. Please be a crawl space. No? If we don't get a crawl space on this run, I've lost hope for crawl spaces in the Binding of Isaac. We're going to get like 800 AWAS runes by the end of this. There is a crawl space generated on each floor. Whether or not there is a trapdoor that leads to it is a completely different scenario. But I would really appreciate it if we actually got one on this one. And a black market would be, like, awesome. I've gotten a couple black markets in the past couple episodes. Or, like, past couple times I've played Isaac. And they're pretty rare, so I'm happy to see them. Eden's Blessing again. This is just stupid at this point. How much Eden's Blessing are we going to get? Okay, I just paused it to make sure that I'm actually recording and have the audio running, and I do, so that's all good. That's 2-3 episodes in a row that have Eden's Blessing in them. So that's pretty awesome. I can't deny that. Hey, stopwatch. We actually need that for 1001%. So there you go. One step closer, everybody. Still need Godhead, Censor, and Mega to get things taken care of here. If we can get to a scenario where angel deals are acceptable, then we'll do that. But obviously, like, angel deals are usually hot trash, so I'm not really wanting to do that. We also have 0 red HP on this run, which at this point, I would like a tiny bit more, just to be able to play, like, blood banks and crap, and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's fine. Burkano, we're going to be getting runes left and right. We shouldn't get too excited when one pops. We should also, like, we need to think of practical uses for Yara. I mean, because we're going to be getting more than one of them. We don't want to just sit here and save a Yara rune and ignore the rest of the runes in the game. Like, we're going to get another one. So what are some good uses for Yara? Playing blood banks and then multiplying the coins sounds like a halfway decent idea to me. Let's see, what else? I've been sitting on my foot, and my foot is like, all the blood is coming out of my foot. That actually sounded very strange. There is no blood coming out of my foot. All the blood is rushing to other parts of my body, or rushing to my foot, because my veins are being restricted. Forget about it. That comment just made 0 sense. So that's fine. Oh, you're still down here. Hello. We did get a deal. We'll take the red health. Come in. It's a Crampo fight. That's fine. I will actually probably take whatever item you drop. Just because Book of Secrets isn't incredible. But I think Lumbicoal is still better. Perthrow. Let's blank rune first. I mean, that just Yarad. There's Burkano. That's a Dagaz. And then another Perthrow. Let's take the Perthrow. If we don't like our item here, we can just Perthrow it. We also will likely get a Dagaz, which is going to clear up this curse real nice. I'm too stupid to understand how perks works, which is like my new name for a fitness place. Perk work. You work it, we twerk. No, that probably won't sell too much. Unless it's a strip club. You perk it, we twerk it. Is there a tinted rock in this place? Yeah, there is. I was like, there's got to be a tinted rock. And there, in fact, was. Okay, let's continue on here. I would like it if we could find our item room shortly. But this room, if it's not this, then it would have been fine. But it was that, so who cares, really. Alga's rune, I think Perthrow is better for us. We got, like, a lot of HP. And we're only going to be getting more anyway, so let's just continue on. We'll use Perthrow on our item room / shop, whatever we need the Perthrow rune for more. We could save it for a deal with the devil, which is frankly probably our like best course of action. You know what item I would actually love to find on this run is blank card. Being able to have a 4 charge D6 or just a blank card Yara for the chest would be really, really fun. I think that would be a good time. So let's look for blank card. That would basically be any of our shop's items. Okay, Perthrow that into Sack Dagger, which is really good. If our damage ever like halts and stops like this, Sack Dagger is a real good damage alternative. And by damage alternative, I mean that I will likely be using it as my main damage item for the rest of the run, because I'm pretty dumb. Sack Dagger is a good item, though. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, Burkano. I mean, just pop it. No reason not to. More bombs. What do we got in here? The converter, I don't think is good enough for us. Two of hearts is also not good enough for us. I think we just leave. What floor are we on? Depths 1. Okay. I mean, Depths 1, we don't got to worry about teleport cards yet if we want to teleport in and out of boss rush. We'll worry about that on the next one. And obviously we'd be looking for likely a teleport card that takes us back to the mainland, so to speak. Not to the boss or to a deal with the devil. Only because, like, there's likely going to be a rune that we want to pick up that we can then snag. Let's play this guy a little bit. Pop 2 of hearts. That was not the most optimal way of doing that, but I really don't care. This run is shaping up to be, like, really okayly won. I don't want to say it's won yet, but it's getting there. Here's the Yara rune that we, like, desire to have, but also, probably not yet. Yara is what we ultimately want to have on the chest, but it's not what we want to have, on Depths 2. It's like, let's see, what could I compare this to? It's like a college diploma, okay? You go to college, you spend a lot of money to go to a university of your choice. You have to gruel through a bunch of classes. Sure, we'll take Spider Mod. You, multiple times during the semester, will probably think, man, is it really worth it? But in the end, like, it's totally worth it. College is that Yara rune. And I don't want to put an assumption that college is, like, absolutely needed in order to survive in life. Obviously, in the United States, college is becoming more of a requirement for all societal members, but you can still, like, make your own business, make it huge just by, okay, there's our teleport card. You can still make it huge not going to college. I'm not going to say don't go to college. I'm not going to say, yo dog, why aren't you going to college? You do you. College is not for everybody. But in the case of this innocent scenario, college is the brute joke in being the Yara rune. So just kind of accept that. Don't flag me on Twitter for pornography or something. Not Twitter. Why did I say Twitter? YouTube. This is not Twitter. Even though, like, me live tweeting this entire thing could be funny. Haha, currently just killed somebody with Sack Dagger. That would actually probably get flagged on Twitter if somebody were to tweet that. Haha, just killed mom. Haha, grabbed mom's knife. Killed mom with it. LOL, just Isaac things. Hashtag. Probably wouldn't go over too hot. Okay, what's in here? Midas Touch is a really good item. Emperor card is also a very good thing to have. Let's take Midas Touch. I was gonna see if we could get a Perthrow rune maybe to make that super more worth it, but I think Midas Touch is still an acceptable item. Especially if we're going to get some Taurus Invincibility. Getting some extra money from it won't hurt anybody. Okay, be careful of the hands here. Got another one? You got some more? Bring it at me. I'm not afraid. We're actually dealing like a lot of damage. It's funny because Spider Mod can help you to see just how much extra damage Lump of Coal does. Because just backing up that little bit raised the damage up 20. A lot of people don't respect Lump of Coal for what it can actually do for you. That was incredible. Okay, AWAS. Pop it. Take it to the next floor. Obviously not what we want. Mom's Knife. Yeah, that's pretty okay. We'll take it. Head down into Boss Rush. Demon Babies, eh. That's eh. That's eh. That's eh. I mean, we could teleport out, but honestly, none of those are even worth my time to walk back. So let's just move on to the next floor. I know we left the Yara rune behind, Jera rune, however the hell you want to say it. I don't even know, like, the correct pronunciation. But I also, like, I really don't care enough to go back. Guppy's Head is, like, a really good payout here. That is fine. There is Book of Shadows doing its thing. It's not often that you keep the spacebar item that, the game gave you from the very beginning, but we have, and I'm proud of it. This is likely not the right way to go, and I recognize that, but this room could be really good for us. There's a deal with the devil. We'll take, you know what, let's take both of them. Let's live life on the edge a little bit. Kind of dumb too, but that's fine. We could likely get some spirit hearts out of these guys. We also could just teleport the hell out of this fight, which is likely what we should have done. But it's also kind of fun, like wrecking crap with Mom's knife. The damage is really good. Now, here comes an interesting scenario. Do we fight Hush on this run? I think that there is some benefit to doing so. I fought Hush on the last run. It was very easy. I'm growing to believe that Mom's knife is actually a really good Hush item, which a lot of people may disagree with. Some people think that high tier stat, that's how I used to be, high tier stat, good damage, best Hush. But I'm starting to believe that maybe to really do well in the Hush fight, Mom's knife is an acceptable item to do so, and that's simply because you're going to be, since it's such a big target, the knife is going to stay in it longer and deal more damage. But obviously if our HP is going to sit at this level right now, I'm not going to really want to pack up shop and go do the Hush fight, just because we have a really high chance of dying, and I don't want to crap the bed on this on a run where we're doing pretty okay. So that's my scenario there. Obviously we just want to slam into these guys, get some extra money. If we can make use of, I mean, come in here, use Hagalaz. Okay, that did nothing. If we can make use of the extra money we have in another shop, I'm all down for it. If we can donate as much as we can, I'm all down for that. Okay, let's stop taking crappy damage. 48-hour energy is super useless, and that just frankly I don't care about. Okay, we got 1.5 HP. I still think that we're going to be totally fine here. I'd just love to pick up some extra for actually doing the Hush fight. I think this would be a good opportunity to do Hush, pay it back to the game a little bit. It's a proven fact, if you fight Hush on 2 runs in a row, the game is going to give you a nice run on the 3rd one. That's actually not a proven fact, but it is a good enough fact for me to feel like it is, in fact, true. Let's take Perthrow. No, let's take Algiz. Let's play it safe just the tiniest bit here. If we take Perthrow, it likely will not be in effect until we get to the Hush fight if we're doing it. So why not use Algiz to save ourselves the ability to possibly not die and roll with that instead. We can generate black hearts with stupid Maw of the Void right now, which is obviously like, I'll be honest with you, that's another reason to go do Hush. When he spawns all those black flies, or we can just re-roll our entire run right here and then cry when it's something worse than Mom's knife. Will I re-roll? I don't know, man. Okay, Fate is totally fine. I'm glad I wasn't given the choice to do that. Okay, crack into these. Another Eternal Heart to get some extra HP is great. And then let's teleport out. I mean, those are both pretty bad. I don't think that they're worth it. Let's keep our HP how it is. Algiz, Ansus. Pop Ansus. Grab Algiz. If we can use Maw of the Void on those flies that the Hush spawns, you can actually generate a crap load of black hearts from that. And I think that that would be up there in terms of our, like, interesting tactics we could use in order to really pop off on the Hush fight, get some more HP on it than what you even lose. Which would be awesome. Like, can you imagine going down to the Hush fight and getting more HP than what you had when you came down? That's not super heard of, but I could see it happening with us. We also got, like, Taurus popping. I think that, like, the Hush is totally a good idea. And I've said that a lot, and then it ends up not being a good idea in the slightest. I recognize that. I don't think we take the left hand here. Even though, frankly, I think we should. And let me explain why. There's only one item left in the Golden Chest pool that I super desire, and that is Cricket's head. We already got Guppy's head. We already got Steven. So why would we bank on getting our damage up from there when we already have one guppy item? The chance of getting a guppy item from a red chest is obviously like infinitely higher than any other chest in the game. And I think that the ability to become guppy on this one could in fact be real good for us. I think we will pop these pills, just on the off chance one was a balls of steel. Okay, be a little bit careful on this one. It ended up being fine. Beautiful. Red chest, flies. That's still fine. Let's fight It Lives here. We don't need to go to our deal with the devil if we are given one, because we have already seen it. This would have been a real nice time to have a Perthrow rune, but I recognize that is also, like, who cares? I am going to go down to the Hush fight. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, he's throwing the game. He's done. Adios. But no, we got an Alga's rune. This is going to be so easy. I think that this is legitimately going to be so easy. We also got 31 cents. I forgot to drop the left hand, but it's also, like, it benefited us to not drop the left hand, so that's fine. Oh, wow, okay. So what provides us with more benefit here? Does Tech X override Mom's Knife? This is a scenario that I have not thought about. Let me Google this. I actually think this is important to look up. So, Tech X, I'm going to look it up, and let's see if it overrides Mom's Knife. Okay, interactions. Okay, Mom's Knife isn't in there. Synergies. Mom's Knife simultaneously fires the knife and laser rings. Well, you got me sold. Hell yeah, that's awesome. And I think you take the extra HP here, even though I just made ourselves infinitely slower. It's fine. My whole theory that you can get crawl spaces by doing that is not panning out lately. Let's take PhD, which is going to make this a health up, which is good. We take this, which is perks, which we should honestly take into the fight in order to not get hit as much, but I think Alga's is actually going to be better for us. I found pills is not good. Addicted is really not good. We take Alga's, we go in. I do recognize that perks could have been the smarter play here, but I also recognize that I'm really stupid and likely would have used it wrong somehow, and that would have not been good. So let's just chill, get this out of the way. I think I'm just going to fight. Well, we're going to first sit in here with our Taurus damage. And then I think we're going to pop the Alga's rune in a little bit. Let's wait a tiny bit before we pop it. Man, the Spider mod plus Mom's Knife on the Hush is an awesome looking thing. Okay, please pop up. Thank you. Like, look at all the numbers flying. That's super sick. Okay, we do want to drop the left hand before we get to the chest, because of, you know, obvious reasons. I did kind of want to try and generate black hearts on this fight, but it's also like, okay, this is the good opportunity to fire the other direction and release, kill all of them. Okay, we didn't get any black hearts. There goes that. Let's pop Alga's now, and then just sit in here and let this go to town. You little jerkbag. Okay. This is fine. Just ride him right now. Let Mom's Knife do its work. Let Sat Dagger do its work. I mean, we're tearing him up. I'm just afraid that Alga's is going to run out before we can get this taken care of. I mean, get them all the void damage in there. This was a real easy Hush fight. I'm glad we came down here. It was also a lot of fun. That all worked out like as well as one could work out. Let's head up to the cathedral. This is a one run. I don't need to tell you guys that. It was a one run basically when we picked up Mom's Knife. But it's even more of a one run now that we got like Tech X Mom's Knife, which is just stupid. And I love every second of it. We're going to be on a 2 streak. This is once again the game giving us super easy runs. And I'm happy about it, but I'm also like, what kind of cruel, sick games are you playing here? Because I already know, in a little bit, it's going to be like, okay, we gave you your easy ones. Here's Strange Attractor to start, 1 Spirit Heart, and by the way, no damage ups the entire run. That's what I'm waiting for. I know it's going to happen, and I will patiently await it, but I also, like, I really don't want to have that happen. You can keep giving me these runs, that's fine. Ansus, I love it. We do have a self-sacrifice room, and we do have a perks. This is a good opportunity to fight Mega Satan. I think perks is going to work the way that I think it will, but we'll see. We also picked up the stopwatch, which makes this very easy to fight this room. This is a good opportunity to get a lot of money. I mean, money equals power is really the only thing that I can think to even want money for at this point. Fighting Mega Satan would be fun on this one. Okay, so if we pop perks, yeah, this works exactly how I thought it would. This is good. This allows for a real easy self-sacrifice play. Drop Godhead. That'd be so lit. Please drop Godhead. No guppy items either. The soul is also, like, really good. Not gonna complain about that in the slightest. Gave us some HP back. What? That angel was never alive. That is also super awesome. We actually gained HP by playing a self-sacrifice room. Beautiful. We'll now fight Mega Satan. Why not? It's fun. Always a good time when you fight the big guy downstairs. That's a play on words. I usually say the big guy upstairs when I'm thanking the game for something. Okay. This is nice. Yarrow came in clutch right there. And let's drop the left hand now that I'm thinking about it, just so that we don't do this stupid crap when that occurs. Beautiful. What am I looking for on the chest? Honestly, nothing. I don't care what it gives me. If it wants to, like, somehow give me chaos and then have the rest of the items be Godhead, Sensor, and Mega Blast, that's about all I could really want. Anything else, we're, like, super fine. Of super awesome damage up. Why do I keep saying super? You know what would actually be great? Homing Tears. Give me Spoonbender. Sticky Egg Sack, Maggie's Bow, Zodiac, Halo. I mean, those are all decent items. I'm not going to complain about them. And then over here we got Dad's Key, which was kind of like stupid. And then the D7. Sure. Okay, let's fight Mega Satan. Hope you guys enjoyed this run. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It's going to be over real freaking quick. Not as quick as I thought it would, but still pretty quick. The damage is still really, really good. I don't even care that we take a lot of damage on this one. We got Maggie's Bow, so we're going to be taking half hearts of damage, and that's really good. Built-in perks on any room your desire. And the fact that we have stopwatch too just makes us a little bit overpowered. But hell, I donated 1,000 cents to that donation machine to get stopwatch, so don't give me that crap. Okay. This was fun. This was dandy. We're on a 2 streak. I'm really happy about it. And our next run is going to have some Eden's Blessing joy on it. And I'm real excited for that. What the hell is going on? That was a real weird thing. Don't do that to me, game. Don't look like you're going to crash and do weird stuff. I don't like it when you crash and do weird stuff. Okay, if you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.